The second major problem, especially when they read and they don't understand, is that many of us as students, when we sit down to read, immediately we complete our studies. We involve ourselves in making noise right away. It is possible that if you make noise just after you have read, the things you read may not have been properly registered in your subconscious mind, and therefore you are likely to forget them immediately thereafter. So for you to retain for long the information you have read, what I'm suggesting is this: immediately you complete your studies, you must always spare some few minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes, or even more time, to reflect on the things you read. And it is only after you have reflected that now you can be sure your studies, they are complete. But before you reflect, your studies, they are not complete. So first you read, then you reflect. I just want to give you a good example of how you can reflect on your notes. If you study a topic, say like digestion, now that one is in your biology. Immediately you finish reading about digestion, don't just stand and go, or start making noise, or talking about other irrelevant things as if you are not reading digestion. You must give yourself the first few moments to review it in your mind by asking yourself that this evening I've just been reading about digestion, now what is it? And then you give yourself the definition of digestion in your mind, and then you ask yourself, what are the processes of digestion? You begin from the mouth, which enzymes are involved, which foods are digested, and they are converted into what? Then through the peristalsis movement along the esophagus into the stomach, and you go through the whole process of digestion in your mind, through the duodenum, through the rest of the small intestine, and later through the hepatic portal vein to the liver for absorption and distribution. Now you can tell your friend that me this evening I was reading digestion, so that even if she challenges you and asks you, what did you read in digestion? You tell her, because you've already reflected and you are sure you have benefited from your studies. So first you read, then you reflect. Are we together?